Y'all, I was crying. No, not crying, sobbing over the weekend. I was going through all of his little clothes from whenever he was a baby and a toddler, and I just forgot how much I love these little outfits and how attached I am to them. My husband walked in and I was like, I'm so sad. He had to leave before he started crying too. You just get so attached. I want to keep all of them forever, but there's not enough space. These guys. Yeah, you did fall in there. You're so silly. The range of emotions I was feeling going from sobbing over his little baby clothes, and not just him, some of my daughters too. I'm having to let go of some things, and I of course set aside a special box just for the little keepsakes that we're gonna have forever. But damn, I was so tired. This is a long, exhausting process, getting everything ready to sail. I've been hoarding it under my bed for months since the last one, and it was just time to let go of some of these things. But I was recovering from being sick, and the baby has not been sleeping for months now, and I was absolutely exhausted. Gosh, she's such a sweetie during the day. It's just at night she wakes up all the time, and it leaves me feeling absolutely dead the next day. I have no energy. So this day I was really dragging. We went to McDonald's and I was so tired. My 2-year-old, of course, took great issue with the sausage burritos. My 4-year-old loved them. The baby was fine, of course. My husband was out of state for work and I was dragging. I had to get 2 coffees from McDonald's, 2 different kinds. The state of the house was an absolute wreck. Children everywhere, mommy's cranky, no sleeping, having to pump and deal with family stuff. It was a lot. Plus, whenever you're being interrupted every 12 seconds, it's really hard to focus and get done what you need to get done. This was me having like a mini meltdown. My kids were like, we don't want to play outside. And I was like, why don't you want to play outside? So that was me arguing with my kids. And so I ended up having to go out there with them because of course they didn't want to be outside by themselves. And boy, let me tell you what, sometimes I feel like these are the dark days of motherhood. The sleep deprivation is the worst. Obviously, for my glowing appearance in these videos, you can tell that I'm just handling it like a boss, walking around and going places in public in my pajamas. Yeah, that's right. I don't care. I'm exhausted. Oh, I had hit a little hitch in my plans and had to go to my aunt's house to get some of these hangers because you can only use those dreadful wire metal hangers for the consignment sale. And I just wasn't feeling it. This took so much work and way longer than I thought. I had days to work on this and it took me every bit of 4 days working on this every spare minute that I had to get everything ready. I'm hoping that I make a lot of money and that it's worth it. But shoot, let me tell you what, whenever you're doing it, it definitely does not feel worth it. But thankfully, during the second half of the weekend, my mother-in-law came over. She's visiting us from Europe and she was able to help me with the kids, which made the whole process, go by so much smoother for me, and the stress level really dropped after that. Gosh, kids, man, nobody really tells you about all the different highs and lows that you can experience during this stage of motherhood. Oh, here's me deciding that this is one more set of outfits that I can't part with, and I just decided, you know what? Who's gonna stop me? I'm gonna throw these in the keep box, and that's fine. I'll just add a couple more. Of course, it's a giant box, but I'm sure I'll go through it later and maybe or maybe not get rid of some of the things in there. Sometimes I feel like this stage of motherhood is the hardest. It's definitely been the whirlwindiest part. I have had 3 children in 4 years and I just don't think I've had time to recover yet. So we're decided to take a break, which is why I'm letting go of lots of these items. We're not sure if we're going to have baby number 4 or not. And even if we do, it's going to be sometime down the road and I would be buying all new stuff anyways. So off it goes. I just wasn't expecting it to hurt this bad. My skull hurt from crying. I mean, girl, I was crying. That's okay. I kept all the favorite items. And here we are. Look at all these let goes. Goodbye, stuff. I love you.